What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at exercises to help you heal from a whiplash injury of the neck. So if you've been in a car accident or maybe you're in a sport and you hurt your neck, stay tuned for today's video. If you're new to my channel, my name's Dr. Tom Walters and I'm an orthopedic physical therapist. So when we think about whiplash injuries in the neck, they tend to either damage the muscles on the front side of the neck, our neck flexors, or the muscles on the back side of the neck, which are our neck extensors, or both. And so what happens is in car accidents, for instance, if somebody gets hit, say they get rear-ended, their neck will whip backwards initially, which can stretch and tear the muscles on the anterior side of the neck, and then usually they'll recover and come back forward, and then that can damage the muscles on the back side of the neck. These types of whipping movements can also happen in different sports, say things like American football, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, things like that. So if you've experienced a movement like that and damaged the muscles in your neck, I'm going to take you through exercises that can help strengthen those muscles and help you heal. With whiplash injuries, we don't want to stretch the muscles of the neck because this is a muscle strain type of injury. Stretching can actually pull on the injured muscle fibers and delay the healing. So all the exercises in this video are going to focus on strengthening these muscles and gently improving neck mobility, neck range of motion. So for the first one here, we're going to do an isometric exercise for our neck flexors and extensors. So you're going to be in a seated position. You don't have to be on the ground like I am. You can be in a chair as well. So for the cervical flexors, I'm going to sit upright with my chin kind of tucked back a little bit. I'm going to take one hand and push into my forehead. And then I'm going to use my anterior, my neck flexor muscles to resist. So my hand is pushing backwards and my neck muscles, those neck flexors, are going to resist. And then I'm going to hold this for 10 to 15 seconds. So the goal with this is to gradually build strength, help those muscles heal, improve their capacity and integrity. And you want to just push as hard as you can without creating more than mild pain. So if your pain goes above a 3 out of 10, then just push with less force with your hand. So the goal is just to increase how much pressure you're putting with your hand over time. Okay, so that's the neck flexors. For the neck extensors, I'm going to move my hand to the back. Same idea, I'm going to push forward with my hand, and my neck extensors on the back of my neck are going to resist. You can also do this sitting in your car against your backrest. That often works well while you're driving. If you're at a traffic light or just driving and kind of cruise control, you can push your head into the headrest and again hold for 10 to 15 seconds to help begin strengthening those neck extensor muscles. So for isometrics like this, in the beginning of rehab, try to do them 5 to 10 reps for both the flexors and the extensors every day. For the second exercise, we will now start working on neck mobility, and we're primarily going to focus on neck rotation. When people strain their neck or have a whiplash injury, they'll often have a hard time turning their neck through full range of motion. To know if you have full range of motion, normal for this is to be able to turn and look almost all the way over your shoulder, so it's about 80 degrees of cervical rotation. So like I said, in the beginning, after a neck strain, you might only be able to turn 10 to 20 degrees, you might be able to get to 45 degrees, and that's okay. Your goal is to work on this every day. Again, this exercise is again going to be every day, and you're just going to turn as far as you can. When you hit the barrier of pain, then that's your stopping point. You're going to go each direction. What I want you to do is to perform 10 to 15 reps in each set, and then try to perform 5 sets of this each day. Again, just slowly turning as far as you can, and as those muscles heal, you'll be able to turn farther and farther, hopefully getting to the point over a few weeks where you can get back to 80 degrees of cervical rotation. For the third exercise, you're going to grab a pair of dumbbells. Try to find some that are heavy and challenging for you, but again, that don't create more than mild pain. For this exercise, we're going to perform a traditional shoulder shrug, which is going to strengthen our shoulder, our scapular elevators, primarily upper trapezius and levator scapulae. The reason we're doing this is that these muscles run from our shoulder region up and attach on our neck. So this can be a nice way to sort of start strengthening your neck without doing sort of more challenging neck movements. So this can be a good one in the early phases of rehab. Because this is more of a strengthening exercise, I'm going to think about 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. You can spread the sets throughout the day, and again, just pick dumbbells that don't cause more than mild pain. That's the key with all of these. If you get sharp pain or the pain is more after you're done with the exercise session, your pain flares up, then just pick a lighter weight and go from there. So again, think about trying to do this one each day, or you could go to every other day with this exercise if it causes soreness. The last exercise here is going to be another one for cervical flexors. This is going to be the most challenging exercise in this video, so just go to this one when you can do it with mild or less symptoms. If you get sharp pain, then just wait another week or two and then try it again. So what you're going to do here is lie on your back, and we're essentially going to be doing sort of like a sit-up for your neck muscles. Now, what's going to be in the beginning, this full movement would just look like kind of lifting your head, using your neck flexors to lift your head and then lowering back down. In the beginning, this is usually too painful for people. So what I want you to do is use your arms to lift your head, and then you're going to let go slowly, and then use your neck muscles to slowly lower back down through the eccentric portion of the movement. So the eccentric portion is where our muscle fibers are lengthening and contracting, and our muscles are strongest when contracting eccentrically. So this is a good place to start in terms of your rehab. If doing that is hard, you also could just do isometrics. You could just hold the position. You could even keep your hands there and give a little bit of an assist with your hands. So say if I let go with my hands, it's too much pain, then just do maybe 50% with your arms and 50% with your neck muscles. You could try this at different angles, so you could slowly lower, try and hold right there isometrically, and then go down a little lower and hold again. Your goal is just to slowly build neck flexor strength in these different movements, with the eventual goal of getting back to where you can do the full movement without the assistance of your arms. So just play with those different concepts, thinking about eccentric contractions, the lowering phase, also looking at isometrics, kind of holding in different positions for 5 to 10 seconds, and then just building up over time. Okay, so that is our last exercise, which is the neck flexor curl. Thanks for checking out today's video. I hope you find these exercises to be helpful. If you need a more comprehensive whiplash or neck strain rehab program, I'd encourage you to check out my book and my app. My book has programs for the entire body. And if we go back to the head and neck chapter, this first program here, which is called neck pain and starts on page 147, has a whole section dedicated to neck strains and whiplash injuries. All of the programs in my book take you through 3 phases and have pictures of me doing the exercises. They basically are more comprehensive physical therapy programs, so you can do your own rehab at home. Again, that's the book. I have a new app that's out as well, which is called Rehab Science. And the app has programs for the entire body, also broken down by body region. Here in the head and neck section, you'll find this neck pain rehab program for, again, muscle strains, joint injuries, and arthritis. And the app will take you through phases and have videos of me performing all the exercises. So you can click in and then watch the video and I'll explain it. All of these, again, are more comprehensive programs like you'd get if you came to see me in the clinic. Essentially, these tools allow you to do your own physical therapy at home for the whole body and the most common conditions. I'll put links for both these resources down in the description if you want to check them out. Thanks again for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.